Hey.
I'm hungry. Move it.
Listen to this, you guys. Wow. Hi, Kaylee. Come here,
You
baby.
feel okay?
Come here, honey. Small baby. Okay, good morning, everybody.
Oh.
See the little red dot? That means we're
Oh.
on. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm the one that needs a hat today. Goodness gracious. Oh well.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alex.
Happy birthday
To
to
you.
you. Our grandson Alex turned 9 on Wednesday. He got to spend it at the happiest place on earth.
Disneyland.
Yeah, it's summer, so they were probably in lots of lines.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday, our sweet Alex.
It's been a hot week.
Oh my gosh, past 2 weeks.
Past 2 weeks have been hot. We
Yeah.
started out at Rye Patch Recreation Area,
The reservoir.
the free part of it,
Right.
the reservoir, the Pitt Taylor Cove area, and
Which we told you about last Saturday.
that's a boondocking area with just a few little RV spots, and it got so darn hot. We were running the generator 2-3 hours a day. One day we ran it 4 hours so we could have the AC on. And I finally told Lori, this isn't working. We need to go find an RV park and plug in. It's too darn hot because it was, at that point, it was in the high 90s, close to 100, and the forecast called for temperatures into the low 100s, like 105 even to 108. And I said, let's get out of here, let's go plug in. So we did. We put Reflectix up in the windows, all of our Reflectix that we've pre-cut and had stored in our basement. I'm surprised. Reflectix will lower the temperature if you push it up against the window, take your temperature, and then put the Reflectix up. It's 20 degrees less sometimes.
Yeah, and it's what works better is the good thick stuff, not the cheapy dollar store car window ones. Those might help a little bit, but it's definitely needs to be the thicker
And
Reflectix.
we're going to throw that one in one of our videos to show you what we use, because we did have a couple comments on that, and people said, hey, show us how you do your Reflectix.
Oh, okay.
You know, so we'll do that. You know, it's pretty simple for us. We just cut it, stick it up in the window. Sometimes we put tape up on, you know, like what, blue tape, what's it called?
Yeah, like the painter's tape.
Painter's tape, just to hold it up there. Well, most of the time we just put it up and then close the blinds and it stays.
Yeah.
So, but we'll show you that in a future video.
Yeah, if you cut it a little bit bigger than your window area, it'll just kind of stay in there. You know, you squish it around the edges.
It
So-
was 108 degrees here where we sit just a couple days ago. And inside with the AC running, it was 81 with the Reflectix in the window. So that made a heck of a difference.
Yes.
You know, and we got our ceiling fan going when we've got our AC on, and it actually keeps the place cool. You know, that's one thing about this rig. We love our Alpha. The walls are thick. The insulation is, I think it's R20.
I
I don't remember.
but it's good.
I'd have to get the book out and look at it. But I know it's like a house
Yep.
almost. So, but anyway, it was 108 outside 2 days ago, and it was 81 inside. And yeah, the AC runs constantly, until nighttime,
And
and
we
then
keep our
it'll shut
fingers
down.
crossed that it's not going to break down on us.
I crawled underneath of it the other day on my back because we've got basement air. We don't
Yeah.
have roof air. And I crawled down there and I looked and made sure that the vents were all clean, no spider webs, no dust, no dirt. Clean as can be down there. So
Good,
no issues.
good,
Knock on wood.
good. Yep.
With the heat, we've had problems with our refrigerator. However, let me go back, step backwards. Even without heat, we've had problems with one of our refrigerators since we got our slide fixed. We always used to have issues with one of the two refrigerators going above where it needed to be temperature-wise.
So we would only put water, ketchup, mustard, all the kind of things that if it got a little bit not as cool, I don't want to say warm because it never got warm.
Never got warm in the past.
It was just not as cool as the other one. Then it would be okay, you know, bread and that sort of thing.
So when we got the slide repaired, they took the refrigerators out of the slide to work on the slide. When they put the refrigerators back, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, all of a sudden the left refrigerator,
They flip-flopped.
right, wasn't it would
The-
cool.
The
but
one
then it
we
would
always
start
had,
getting warning.
the one we always had issues with, was perfect, and the other one that was perfect was giving us headaches. But I don't mean just not being cool. It got warm. It would get up to 55, 60 degrees, and we couldn't figure it out. And you know, we kind of lived with it for several months, and then just this week, I got off my blue fluent and went outside and started fiddle farting around. And I found this in the back of the refrigerator, kind of wedged up in there.
Not clipped to anything.
Yeah, we don't have roof vents for our fridge because they're in the slides. We've got air intake on the bottom. The exit for the hot air comes out of the top on the slide, but not the roof. Well, this was just kind of laying in there, and I reached up in, feeling around, trying to look with my phone, because we don't have a ladder, and I couldn't get down from the top. This thing started to fall, and I'm like, what is this? And I pull it out, and it's this great big clip that I'm sure somebody, when they were repairing the slide, clipped a wall together or something to glue it.
Yeah, it was caked with big globs of glue all over it. So
And
it had been holding something together that had been glued because it had glue dripped all over it.
I think it possibly fell onto the 12-volt fan up there, and my fingers crossed, hopefully all it did was tear a wire loose from the fan, because the exhaust fan does not ever come on this refrigerator. We put one of her little white fans that she's got
Yeah, just a little clip fan.
in the bottom
that
of the
big.
refrigerator, plugged it in, shoving the air up out of there, and the refrigerator's been fine the last several days. Perfect temperature.
Yeah, even went in the 108.
108
outside.
degrees, it was only 34 degrees, you know,
Yeah.
so it's like, okay, it's
So-
the fans not coming on. So I've got to borrow a ladder from somebody and go into the top vent, feel down where the fan is and see if the wires are broken or just come disconnected. And if they have, put them back together, and I think we're going to be good to go with that refrigerator.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, well, it always feels good when you think you have figured out the problem. So, I mean, we're very spoiled having the two refrigerators.
And
We know
think
that.
we have figured out the
Yeah, we
problem.
hope
We don't
that
know.
that's-
We think.
We hope that's the issue. Well, now that we are only 30 miles away from Reno, we've got to see some family, which is great.
Mhm.
The day after we got here, my mom came out. and
Mom showed
visited.
up, spent
Yep.
the whole day with us.
Yep, came and visited.
I bought lunch. I just kind of disappeared out of the RV.
And she's like, "Where'd Tom go?" I said, "Oh, he'll be back." A little bit later, "Where'd Tom go?" "Oh, he'll be back." "Where did he go?" She just had to know. Didn't want to tell her he went to go get lunch. She figured it out anyway, though. She knows him better than that, anyhow.
We had a good lunch, but it was a good visit.
Yeah, nice to see.
And then we
family
got to go
again.
into town a couple days ago and see RJ.
Yep, my son RJ. His grandma is on his dad's side moving to Florida And so she was over at his house, and so we went to go say hello to her and goodbye to her. Because I don't know if we'll get to see her again. Don't know if we'll head to Florida. She's invited us to come see her.
She says if you're ever traveling down that way, stop in and see us. And it's like, well, you never know, you know.
You never know, but you know, we may miss her when she comes to Reno to visit RJ. So who knows? We wanted to go say hello and goodbye and have a safe trip and all that. She's a very, very sweet lady.
We want to go to Nashville, definitely, because she's never been to Nashville, ever. You know, and I used to go every year with the radio stations I was with for Country Radio Seminar. So we're going to be in the Southeast at some point. And if we're going to be that close, I want to go to Georgia and visit this guy who specializes in diesel engines, Power Stroke, to be specific.
Yeah, powerstroke.com, right?
Power Stroke. I can't even think of the website now.
Isn't it just powerstroke.com?
I don't know. But I want to go see him, and I figure if we're that close, we might as well go to Florida just so we can put it on the map. And now we've got a reason to go to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. Anyway.
That way we have to go at least one night. If we're going to be that close to Florida, we have to go so we can spend at least one night in Florida to get a sticker on our map.
Yes.
Can't go all that way and not cross the border.
Oh my gosh.
So, you received, was it an email or a message with a picture the other day from some of our viewers? They went and they took a cute picture of them standing by an Alpha Sia.
Oh my gosh. Who
Next.
was that? We should have written down their names.
I don't know. You're the one that had. Was it an email?
I don't remember now.
Or was it a message? Anyway, we Tom gets this message with this cute picture and these from these sweet people that they took a picture.
Standing at the back of the Sia with, you know.
Mm-hmm. And we weren't home. It was in Victorville, California.
We weren't in Victorville, California either.
It wasn't us. They were so sweet. And
they're standing up against the back of the rig like, hi, we're here.
And we wish we had that they were up here. We would not want to be in Victorville this time of year. It's very
It's
hot.
hot enough here.
Yeah. So, but it was so sweet of them to be so excited that they got that close to us, but it wasn't us. But we sent them a message and let them know that.
Patricia Swift.
And we hope that we can see them some other time down the road.
Yeah, Patricia Swift. Her and I'm assuming her husband. Oh, yep, it says, we were in Victorville visiting a friend, went out for dinner and spotted your rig. Wish you could have been there. Would have been nice to see you. And there's a picture of them.
Next to another Alpha Sia.
We can't wait to see you guys on the road.
Yeah, for reals.
Yes.
But thank you so much for that kind message. That was great. Speaking of kind messages, after last Saturday's chat, we got a lot of support from all of you. Thank you so much for all of your kind words and your concern for Kaylee. She is feeling much better, as you just saw her on my lap.
She is.
So she's doing a lot better. We did end up stopping her medicine a little bit early because it seemed like it was starting to give her a tummy ache. So once we stopped that, she stopped throwing up.
And she had a full week of the antibiotics, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, something's wrong, stop the medicine.
Yeah.
We did, and bingo, everything's fine since then. So I think whatever she had, which was the overheating,
Yeah.
which led to the, we think, bladder infection,
Or urinary tract
infection, it cleared it up in a week. She's
Yeah.
had no issues at all.
Yep. And she's just been fine.
She's chilling now that the AC's on all the time. We all are.
Yeah, it's just it's just been too hot to do anything. So, like we said, all we did was drive to Reno a couple days ago to go see my son RJ, and we went to Walmart.
Yeah, we got to go back today and pick up prescriptions for her and prescriptions for me.
Mm-hmm.
And get another month's worth of those before we head up the hill to our camp hosting gig up
leave
around
on Monday.
Truckee.
Yeah. It has been so smoky here because of the fires.
Big
in
fire in
Yosemite.
Yosemite. It's
Sadly.
Yosemite. Yosemite, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Shoshone, sure. Yeah, when we drove into Reno, it was really, really smoky there, and it hadn't been very smoky here. And then yesterday, you walked outside and it was like,
Yeah. It was pretty horrible.
Very smoky.
Where this morning, it's totally clear.
you went outside?
No smoke at all.
Did you go outside?
I peeked out.
Oh, okay.
But you can see forever this morning.
Oh, that's good.
And the heat advisories have been lifted. It actually got down to like 67 last night. It's been staying in the mid-70s every night here. And I know some folks are, especially in the Midwest. I know I grew up in St. Louis, which, by the way, they scored 18 runs yesterday. It can be hot at night and muggy, and 75 probably sounds cool to a lot of folks, but when you're out here, it's not. I can't wait to get to Truckee. They still have lows in the 40s every night.
Yes. He was reading off the temperatures for Truckee
Next week.
And it's supposed to get even more hot here, in the Reno area, and then up in Truckee, it's supposed to be a lot cooler.
It's only supposed to be 85 to 90 every day next week in Truckee, and the lows are supposed to be 45 to 50. Yes.
So you had talked about the Reflectix and stuff, but did you say that it had been like 108 outside and only like 81 in here? Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, mention that.
Yeah.
Big difference with that Reflectix. It makes a heck of a difference.
Because normally you say that the
10 degrees.
Yeah, with the air conditioning can only get you 10 degrees less than what the outside temperature is.
What your ambient outside temperature is, maybe 10, maybe 12 degrees is the norm. You put that Reflectix up and it makes a 20, 30 degree difference. It really does, depending on the insulation in your RV.
I mean, it's annoying sometimes you go to look out the window and you can't. We have a couple windows that we don't have it in because we have a tree right outside of this window.
It's like the big window behind us. Yes, I know. We're not in a garage. But the big window behind us has a huge piece of Reflectix in it, and we can't see out. I can't see out my side window, that side window, that side window. You can see out Lori's little bitty side window.
Yeah, and then out the kitchen, the little kitchen window is only about this tall.
Yeah.
And this long,
Sits
over
behind,
the stove.
It's behind the stove.
And plus we have the shade screen hanging there too, which I think has helped.
It does.
Think the other refrigerator would have gotten a lot hotter. You can feel it when you're standing behind it, because it doesn't go all the way to the ground, so your legs are burning up hot, and the rest of you is kept a little bit cool. So it does help.
This coffee's really good this morning.
Thank you. Is it empty already? Oh, wow. So, once again, we'll probably do another Q&A, because we've been getting lots of wonderful comments from all of you. And most of you seem to really like that format where we go through and answer everybody's questions and give you shout-outs and stuff. So, the good and the bad.
Maybe we'll do that the first weekend we're up in Truckee. We have to get our, the first week and a half, I guess, it's going to be like training. Personally, I don't think we're going to need that much training.
One day we have to go down into Sacramento, actually probably the day after we get there. We're going to have to run down to Sacramento. Corps of Engineers is now requiring background checks.
Yeah.
I guess they've had some problems.
They'll probably find out I'm a Cardinals fan.
Yeah, you kind of slipped that in there, but we wanted to make sure that,
Rod, Christine, Tommy. Hey, I'm going to gloat. It's just one game.
Yeah,
but boy, was it one game.
Wow, it was insane. Yesterday's Cubs game, and the first game the Cubs won, and then last night or yesterday afternoon it was a long game.
Just incredible game. I don't care whose team you root for or what fan you are. Some of the records that were set yesterday, especially by Matt Carpenter, you have to be a true baseball fan. You appreciate that. You know, it was just amazing to watch. That's the fun part. I wish I could have been there.
Yeah.
My gosh. But anyway, 18 runs yesterday. Okay, you can go back to now back to our normal regular programming.
And we have a doubleheader today.
Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. Okay, fine. I said it at the beginning of the season. I'll say it again. Cardinals are an 81-81 team this year.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it.
And then, now we have all kinds of changes with the team, so. But, anyway. You said it yesterday. Anything else? This was kind of quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we apologize for last week being not, y'all probably didn't get the video until late.
Holy cow, the internet, we had such slow cell service. And we had talked about doing a Tuesday quick tip on cell service and things like that, but then I thought, okay, well, that's going to be like 60 seconds. That's going to really be a quick tip. So
right.
What we were going to talk about was always check your cell service. Just because you have 2 bars or 3 bars of service doesn't mean you're going to have speed.
Yeah, I had like 4 bars of service on my phone. However, the speed was like bleh.
The speed was nothing. I mean, it was down to 1 megabit per second.
So you need to do a speed test.
Even with the 4 bars, you think, oh, I got 4 bars of service, we'll be fine. But then you've got no speed. So you always have to run a speed test regardless of how many bars you have. Sometimes, that's like where we are here. Is it AT&T or Verizon? One of the two, we only get 2 bars, but the speed's like 18, 18 down and 6 or 7 up.
Yep, so y'all probably won't be drinking cocktails when you're watching this video today. We hope. It is Saturday, and there are more people in the park. So we're not using their Wi-Fi anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We use our own.
Yeah, we use our own.
Anything else we can think of?
Don't know.
No.
I don't think so. Oh, I want to say, I don't know if my friend Robin watches, but today is her birthday. So
happy birthday, Robin.
What were you going to say?
No, I sort of say if we're finished, I think you should put a clamp on it and get breakfast going.
Oatmeal for you, buddy. Hey, I made you a nice egg mixture yesterday with meat in it and French fries. Take your French fries home.
Yeah,
if you get a burger or something, I had a really good sandwich. Went to Black Bear Diner, and I grabbed a sandwich, and it had French fries. I'm not a huge, big French fry person. I like them extra crispy. But anyway, I always bring the fries home if I have them, and then I just cut them up and cook them up like you do potatoes and eggs.
Like fried potatoes. She throws them in the eggs, and it's like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting eggs and greasy French fries for breakfast.
Well, see, then I don't have to add any more grease to the pan, butter to cook the eggs in, because the French fries already kind of grease up the pan for you. Hey.
I'm hungry. Move it.
Listen to this, you guys. Wow.
And I'm out of coffee.
Yeah. We hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, a
Thanks
wonderful
for subscribing.
Saturday. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for using the Amazon link. Thank you for your thumbs up. Hey, thank you for your thumbs down. It's still interaction.
Yes, it is.
So if you are so inclined that you want to put a thumbs down.
And if you've got a complaint, let us know.
Yeah.
Like we care.
Yeah, we'll be like some of our other favorite YouTubers and say, whatever, deal with it.
See ya.
See ya. Push the button.
I got your button right here. Where's the button?